Douglas Bickford, 27 February 21. The Portable Therapist by Dr. Susanna McMahon. And this book will save your life. When you wake up in the morning, folks, get out of bed. Before you do anything, go right to the mirror when you go to the bathroom and say to yourself, I love you, Douglas Bickford. I love you, Douglas Bickford, and you have self-worth and you deserve to be loved. Say it, but obviously use your name. Okay. And I guarantee you that it will start building your self-esteem if you say that. And you can say it more than once a day. And then throughout the day, you can continue to compliment yourself on your achievements, your goals, your dreams, because we all want to hear good things about us, okay? And it'll make you feel good about yourself, and then you won't need somebody else to tell you that, to compliment you. You're basically just, it's called talking into existence good things, and it's about you, okay, and me, you know, because we all are good people. We're born good, you know, and we're not born bad. We've been taught, okay, and we have to live not in the past and not in the future, okay. Anyway, here's another chapter for you. How can I learn to have self-esteem? And you heard the word learn self-esteem, because we were never taught self-esteem in high school or grade school or kindergarten. It's a something you have to achieve, something you have to teach yourself, is how to have self-esteem, because none of the institutions are teaching us this. Not the churches, not your parents, the state, right? The welfare agencies don't teach anybody self-esteem. And self-esteem is the answer to life. If you believe that we were created, right? I believe in creation, right? I believe in creation, but that's a whole other topic. Okay, but anyway, the easiest way, how can I learn to have self-esteem? The easiest way to learn anything new is to find a good teacher. Teachers of self-esteem are not always easy to find. Certainly not all therapists and ministers or counselors are able to teach you how to love yourself. You will need a role model who practices what is being taught. Someone who actually knows how to love the self and also knows how to teach this skill. And it is a skill, folks. Self-esteem is a learned skill. Very few come by it naturally. You have learned how not to love yourself, and now you must relearn how you love yourself. Unlearn what you have learned. That's what Yoda said. From Star Wars, right? That's what we have to do, though. Think of learning self-esteem as you would think of learning any new skill. If you're really determined and you need to do this, you will do it. It's kind of like playing a musical instrument, right? It's a skill. You have to teach yourself how to do it. And it's very difficult. It's very time-consuming. And I've been doing it for 20 years, the guitar, and for about 5 or 6 or 7 years, the piano. And I'm learning a very difficult, it's a whole nother language, okay? Anyway, self-esteem is the same way. It is much easier to learn something for the first time before you have learned it incorrectly. For example, you have been studying a foreign language, and after several years of study, you discovered that your teacher has a terrible accent and has taught you many incorrect pronunciations. In order to speak the language correctly, you must go back and unlearn and replace the wrong with the correct. This is a much more difficult than learning it correctly the first time. Much more difficult, but not impossible if you're really determined. So if you take this thing on, it's going to be a continuing thing for the rest of your life, folks, to continue on and to keep teaching yourself self-esteem, because we're being taught incorrectly through the TV, folks. Self-esteem is relearning how to think about yourself and how to behave in a loving manner towards yourself. Granted, it would be much easier and more natural to learn the skill of loving yourself as a very young child when the learning is fresh and uncontaminated. Unfortunately, this does not happen to most of us due to lack of teachers and role models who have self-esteem. So we must accept that we were taught the faulty models through no fault of our own. That's huge. It's not your fault that you didn't learn self-esteem, okay? It's what you've been taught. So you didn't know. And I didn't know either until I got this book. That's why this book will save your life. And really, no fault of our teachers who were also taught incorrectly. So it's not even their fault. Being angry and resentful that we were not taught self-esteem is the past only means that we're wasting time and delaying the acquisition of the skill in the present. Okay? You can start today learning how to have self-esteem. And I just taught you one skill, the mirror thing. Begin by being determined to learn self-esteem. That's me, okay? If you want to badly enough, you will. People can learn anything when they are enough. Be desperately determined. Then find some role models, people who clearly have self-esteem, and they're very hard to find. These people will not tell you how much they love themselves or how terrific they are. They will show you by their gentle, quiet strength and by their encouraging and reinforcing behaviors towards others. They will look confident and balanced, and they will admit and often laugh at their own weaknesses or mistakes. It's a powerful chapter, folks. They will not laugh at or judge others, but will be more tolerant and accepting of themselves and of others. You will feel good being around these people. It is critical for you to be around those who accept you as you are right now and encourage you to feel good about yourself. Once you have found your role models, and these may be a therapist, a teacher, relatives, or friends, observe them carefully. How do they handle rejection? Are they trying to be perfect? What do they do when they make mistakes? How do they cope with the many injustices in their lives? Ask them, watch them, listen and learn from them, but do not expect them to know all the answers. Anyway, end of this video. You folks have a great day out there. I'll have more later for you.